risk assessment test. And it's a free online test. It takes minutes to take. It's been around for a very long time, but a lot of people don't know about it. Anything above 20% is considered high risk. And it's a score that will tell you how likely you are to get breast cancer in your lifetime. And mine was 37.3%.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I went to go get the MRI, and the doctor called me that day, and he's like, I think I see something on your right breast. You should go get an ultrasound. So okay, I go get the ultrasound, and then the doctor's taking some time, and it's never really good when they're quiet, right? So I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, well, I see the one from the MRI, but now I'm finding 2 more.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, okay. And then
You can relate to, Matt, but you're tired. You're tired because you've been taking care of your kids, and you just said, I am so tired. And I said, trust me, this podcast today is going to be your time out.
Yeah.
But you're going through the same thing.
Yeah, newborn. I got it.
What?
I mean, she's great. She's one. What do I do? Do I talk?
That's right. This is your first.
I'm
Yeah.
still
This is his
waking
first day back since a maternity leave. The children are now in their 30s.
up.
He's been gone for a really long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and I think too long. But we'll figure that out later. HR tells me I'm not allowed to bring it up. But you're tired. You are exhausted.
I am I'm really tired. I was like, as I was coming in, John was like, have fun on Conan. I was like, I'm so tired. But I'm so excited to be here, because I was saying they're 4 and 19 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we, of course we have people that help us, and we're so grateful and lucky. But I was saying we do like this crazy thing is that like when everyone's there and like we're happy to help and be there to help. My mom is there to help too, and my stepdad. Like we want to be in the mess, just be in it with them. And the problem is that it just leaves us with nothing on the other side. So like we're giving to our work, and then we come home and it's like we can do it all ourselves. And it's just and I just
I don't have that instinct.
Oh,
When I come home, I'm very happy to say, because I have.
oh my God.
It's interesting because you've had kids. I know that you then battled breast cancer, and you made this decision to just take time off. But I heard you say somewhere, I'm not going to do some announcement that you won't be seeing me for a while.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool, because when people announce, I'll be stepping down from my career momentarily, I always think no one asked.
Yeah. I'm like, I always think it's so funny when people do that. I'm like, you don't play for the Lakers. Like no one's being like, where are they? Tuesday night, where are they?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're an actor. Like everyone wants to make this big announcement. And it's like, I think if there's somewhere where people are expecting you to be, then okay, you should let us know you're not going to be there. But it was like, it was a personal decision. And yeah, I just felt like I just had gone through, I don't know if your wife dealt with postpartum, but I had the worst postpartum anxiety. Did you have that at all?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I was ready for postpartum depression because I heard about it. I'd never heard of postpartum anxiety. And so it was like about a month after Malcolm was born, and all of a sudden I just I wake up at 4 a.m. My eyes just pop open and I just go, and I just feel it in my chest every day. And it's like that every day for almost a year. And I would just have to hold his arm going from room to room sometimes. And that would just be like cool. The rest, like sometimes it'd be cool, but it would always be there. And I didn't understand what it was. I didn't really say anything to anybody about it. I just told him like, I don't really feel good. I'm just kind of feeling anxious. And it wasn't until, it wasn't for like 9 months or something until finally I like opened up to I think my therapist about it. And I wasn't able to make a lot of breast milk. And so then I really tried, and my son was struggling because I was not giving him any nourishment. And it was so frustrating. And so I was like, I'm just stopping. I'm going to put him on formula. He's going to be okay. But by stopping cold turkey like that, I didn't know, even if I made a little bit, what happens is your hormones drop. Oh. And everything, like I was not prepared for this. So then it just dropped me into like the depths of postpartum hell. Ugh. And I was spiraling. And then I ended up getting, people would ask me like, what were your thoughts? Well, the thing is I didn't have thoughts. Thank God I didn't have any thoughts of self-harm or hurting anyone else. And my heart goes out to every woman who's experiencing that. And there's not enough sympathy and empathy and understanding for that. It's absolutely horrifying to feel those things. I can imagine.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of the reason why I was like, okay, I need to take some time away, but I wasn't thinking about that yet. Right when I was getting out of that postpartum haze, I was like, I'm feeling good. Then I get diagnosed with breast cancer. Yeah. And then it was a very aggressive, fast moving cancer that was like all over both breasts. So I went through many surgeries, 5 surgeries. And then in that process, I was like, I think I need to step away from being in the public eye.
Wow. And it's also just important to point out you had no symptoms.
Mhm.
And so you took this lifetime risk assessment test,
Right.
which told you had a very high number, and that saved your life. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a clear mammogram and a clear ultrasound, and I did clear genetic testing as well, or genetic testing. It came back clear. A lot of people ask about BRCA, and BRCA is a very well-known breast cancer gene, but there are many breast cancer genes. And I tested negative for all cancer genes.
God.
Yeah. So there's this
Scary.
thing, I know,
Yeah.
the lifetime risk assessment test. And it's a free online test. It takes minutes to take. It's been around for a very long time, but a lot of people don't know about it. Anything above 20% is considered high risk. And it's a score that will tell you how likely you are to get breast cancer in your lifetime. And mine was 37.3%.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I went to go get the MRI, and the doctor called me that day, and he's like, I think I see something on your right breast. You should go get an ultrasound. So okay, I go get the ultrasound, and then the doctor's taking some time, and it's never really good when they're quiet, right? So I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, well, I see the one from the MRI, but now I'm finding two more.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, okay. And then she explains it to me. So with women, our breasts are like circles, and they put a cross through it. And then there's quadrants. And so multifocal means there's more than one in one quadrant. Multi-quadrant is that there's two different quadrants. It's not that abnormal to have multifocal in one quadrant, but it's abnormal to have it in two quadrants, multiple quadrants. So they're like, okay, you should go get a biopsy. So I go get a biopsy, and they're like, yeah, it's a very aggressive, fast-moving cancer, and it's not normal to have multifocal, multi-quadrant at your age. And then they're like, well, let's go back to your original MRI and look at the other side. And they looked at the left breast. They go, okay, yes, we got to go an MRI biopsy on this. And they did that one as well. And so they're like, so then I was diagnosed with multifocal, multi-quadrant bilateral breast cancer. And then after my double mastectomy, they sent it off for pathology, and they find a tangerine-sized section of more breast cancer in my right breast. Because, they look for, it's called clearing the margin. So when they get your tumors, they take the tissue out, and they want to come back and be like, okay, we were able to clear margins. So whatever tissue sample we got, we were able to say we got the tumor because there's clear tissue all around it. And because they did my whole double mastectomy, they were able to take all the tissue out, but they were like, okay, we weren't able to get clear margins till past like a tangerine-sized section of more. So, and that was, and I would never have, I would not have found it until it was a much later stage if I didn't take the lifetime risk assessment test.
Jesus Christ.
And then a year after that, a little less than a year after that, I would have my mom do a mammogram. My mom just turned 70. I had her do a mammogram and an ultrasound, clear. And I did her lifetime risk assessment score, and she scored in the high risk. And so then we had her do an MRI, and she was diagnosed with HER2 breast cancer. It's a type of breast cancer that can double in size every 6 weeks.
What?
So when we found it, a few weeks later, she has her double mastectomy, and it had already become multifocal.
Because
it was
I gotta do this test.
Yeah, you do. It's
Yeah,
so
no, you do.
It's a really.
You do.
I'm actually working with Senator Mark Kelly on legislation that will help make it a lot easier for women to have this done. Just because the onus shouldn't be on us to always know about these things, and I will. This is one of the biggest missions in my life, besides being a mother and a wife and a daughter. I want to help as many women as I can with this.
Yeah.
It's so simple, but it shouldn't be on us to know about it.
Yeah.
When we go into our doctors, they take our blood pressure, they ask about like our cholesterol, and they should also say, what's your lifetime risk assessment score? And so I'm working with Senator Kelly on figuring out a way to get every doctor in our country to make that part of their standard of care.
Yeah.
All right. Lifetime risk assessment test. That is huge.
I'm writing it.
Yeah. I better write it down for you.
There's a specific one, the tyrocusic one. I have it in my link in bio in my Instagram.
Okay.
Because there's one called the Gale something other. There is the tyrocusic one. They're all a little bit different for some reason, but
We can put it in the show notes.
Yeah,
for
put it in
this
the show notes. Well, now you're working on your friends and neighbors with Mr. John Hamm, and I bet it's nice to